The euro is closing the trading week with a rise, trying to return to its 4-month high, where the euro-dollar pair was trading on Wednesday. The single currency is keeping its positions amid the US dollar weakness and the high possibility of the stable economic recovery in the Eurozone in 2021. According to the preliminary estimates, the Eurozone manufacturing PMI inched down. Economists had expected a decline to 62.2 points from 62.9. However, the data turned out to be above the forecast. It means that the business activity in this sector remains at quite high levels. The Eurozone services PMI also exceeded the forecast, jumping to 55.1 points from 50.5. As a result, the composite PMI advanced to 56.9, whereas analysts had predicted a rise to 54.5 points. Despite such positive data, the euro failed to gain in value. The quote continued consolidating, but it failed to break the resistance level. The UK PMI data also was well above the forecast. However, the report had the same influence on the pound sterling as on the euro. In other words, the British currency showed no intention to increase. Nevertheless, the UK manufacturing PMI set a new all-time high. Thus, the composite PMI advanced to 62 points from 60.7 points, whereas economists had foreseen smaller growth to 61.5 points. In any case, the market ignored all the data. Investors found it difficult to predict the further market sentiment. Although the US Fed has made it clear that the monetary policy will remain unchanged in the near future, there are still concerns about the real economic condition. It's highly possible that the initial estimates of the US PMI may lead to higher market activity. The euro and the pound sterling are likely to gain in value, as the forecasts are rather negative. Let us take a look at the trading charts. Yesterday, during the Asian session, the euro-dollar pair reached the support level of 1.2165. After that, the volume of short positions declined, whereas the volume of long positions surged. As a result, the euro-dollar pair rebounded. On the chart, we can see that the pair has almost recovered after the recent drop. The price has approached the resistance level of 1.2245. To continue the uptrend, the pair should break the level of 1.2250. Otherwise, the volume of long positions may decline, repeating the situation recorded on May 19. At the same time, the pound-dollar pair hit the support level of 1.41. However, it stopped, thus boosting the volume of long positions. Analyzing the current chart, we can see that the quote returned to the resistance level of the midterm trend, located at 1.4224. If the pair consolidates above 1.4224 on the 4-hour chart, it's likely to go on growing. Otherwise, it may repeat the previous scenario concerning the mentioned area. And that's all for now. We wish you profitable deals. See you on our channel with a new video in a couple of hours.